Japan has a total of 6,852 islands extending along the Pacific coast of East Asia. Its population is around 128 million people. The local currency is the yen, and its main language is Japanese, but English courses are available in schools. According to the dimensions of Hofstede, Japan has a high power distance culture as hierarchy is important, and it is usually associated with the age. Japan is a collectivist country, they emphasize in group goals. It is also masculine-oriented culture, which means people are ambitious and focused on their performance. Japan is a society that prefers stability and usually takes low-risk decisions. This country has a long-term orientation, which means people value persistence and perseverance. Japan is considered to be a developed country as it has the third largest GDP of the world, which is $4,939 billion. We can also affirm it is classified as a developed country if we consider its HDI, which was 0.9 in 2016. As Japan is a country surrounded by water, besides having a developed and extensive transportation system that includes many ports and harbors, they also have airports, roads, and a railway system, which helps connect a lot of the islands. An example of its developed infrastructure is the bullet train.
Japanese life expectancy is 83.7 years. 60.5% of the population is aged between 15 and 64, which means there is a great labor force. The rest is divided in those under 15, which constitute 12.9%, and those over 64, that are 26.6%. Japan's main industries are services, which constitute 72% of the GDP, industry, which is 26.6%, and finally, agriculture with only 1.2%. This final one is highly protected as only 15% of Japanese land is suitable for agriculture.
What Uruguay principally imports from Japan is synthetic rubber, electric generators, and automobiles. Its main export countries are China, US, South Korea, and Hong Kong, exporting computers, medical equipment, and steel. The principal products Japan imports from Uruguay are woolen derivatives, frozen meat, and soybeans. According to the source Uruguay 21, Asia is an important market for Uruguayan foodstuff. The most promising sectors where to invest in Japan are medical care, IT and telecommunications, and environment. These sectors aren't really covered up by the Uruguayan industry, so it might be difficult to enter into one of these markets.
There is a special economic zone in Okinawa, where there are benefits regarding national and regional taxes and tariffs. Also, the government has a program for promoting imports and investments where reduction of taxes takes place and loans are offered at lower rates. The relationship between both countries began back in 1921, and it was in 2015 that Vázquez made his second official visit. There, Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe highlighted Uruguay's grade of openness and stated that they will continue supporting investment in Uruguay, showing how close our countries are. Larrique has been in contact with Japan for 40 years and initially enabled the Japanese to introduce their merchandise into Uruguay. They contact instantly via email. Something important is that Larrique shares high-quality standards with Japan. Larrique considers essential to do research about their suppliers and is always looking to build long-term relationships.
Created using Powtoon.